everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So it is time for another actually unboxing and review today, and in today's video it's going to be a very special occasion because I'm actually going to be unboxing a figure I got of a real life person, not a fictional character. And this is somebody who is a big inspiration to me and is also most definitely my favourite comic book writer and creator of many iconic characters of all time as well. And as you probably guessed by the clue I just gave and the title and the thumbnail of this video, the figure of the real life person I'm going to be unboxing is none other than Stan Lee. So yeah, it's pretty amazing how they actually did a figure of Stan Lee himself, a real life person. So it is what it looks like, guys. The figure is there. Doesn't come with any accessories, but looks like a very good figure. And based on his hand pose there, looks like he's doing a Spider-Man web shoe, which is pretty cool. I mean, it makes sense because he created Spider-Man, so yeah. There's a nice picture of Stan there wearing a green jumper, not a red one like the figure is. And it's definitely a very nice figure, I must say. It says here is also, I think it's 8 there, so that's the size of it. And also 14 points of articulation, which is pretty cool. And that's accompanying the MEGO figure as well. I can't make out what it is based on the name of it. I can't read it. It says MEGO or something like that. And that's what it is, yeah. Which is pretty cool. And on the back there, there's a nice picture of Stan there, of course. And looks pretty amazing. And that's about the designer of the figure, which is pretty cool. The company. MEGO it is, yeah. MEGO is how you pronounce it. Marty Abrams, yeah, that's who made the company. It's pretty nice. So yeah, this is the figure. And when it comes, of course, to Stan as well, Stan Lee, like I said, is most definitely my favourite comic book writer of all time. And rest in peace him. I think he's an absolute legend. Someone who's inspired billions of people around the world, creating lots of iconic characters to inspire lots of people. Stan is just an absolute legend, just a complete gem right there. And as a fan of Marvel Comics, I definitely think he's created so many iconic characters. It's hard to count really how many he's created because he's created so many iconic ones, really. And I think he's an absolute legend. And it was also lots of fun for me to watch superhero movies when I was younger and spotting him, because what's really awesome about Stan is he made cameo appearances in lots of his movies or projects involved where his characters were in, which I think was amazing, both in live action and also from voice work as well, which I think is awesome. So when I was, of course, watching the Infinity Saga of MCU, of course, back when that franchise used to be good, in my opinion, it was definitely lots of fun to spot Stan in most films in cameos. And his last one in that franchise, of course, was in Avengers Endgame, my favourite MCU movie. And it was definitely really sad knowing it was his last cameo in that franchise. But it was still great nonetheless. And in terms of voice work, I love his narration for several Spider-Man games I've played when I was a kid. I love how he narrated roles, even cameoing in some of them as well, which is pretty cool. And he's even, of course, a playable character in the Amazing Spider-Man game, which is pretty awesome. I do love that feature about it. And also, as well, in terms of LEGO territory, he's actually voiced himself in LEGO Marvel Superheroes in 2013, and also as well in LEGO Marvel Avengers. He's also in LEGO Marvel Superheroes too, but he's not voiced in himself in it. They instead reused clips of him from previous games, so it unfortunately couldn't get back to voice him in that, which was a shame. Because that game was unfortunately the last one to feature Stan before he passed away, which was very sad, a year before he died. So, yeah, rest in peace, Stan. And I also definitely love his voice cameo in Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse as well, which I definitely really love seeing him in that. Just really great to see him in that. But sadly, of course, that was apparently the last film that he did voice work for, which was a big shame at the time. So, yeah, rest in peace, Stan. So now it's time for me to unbox this figure of Stan. I'm going to have it on my desk as part to pay my respects to Stan, so let's get everything open, shall we? Now, hopefully, it shouldn't be too hard to get out because I can just tear the cardboard off his plastic, right? Hopefully. So, here we go. And of course, in terms of video game territory, I also love his cameo appearance in the Spider-Man PS4 game, as well as Mick, the restaurant chef, which was short order cut, which was definitely really cool. And that being said, of course, here is the figure. And wow, look at this. This is really awesome. I love this design for a figure. Did a really great job with it. And he's wearing actual clothes and not like plastic clothes or anything like that. So that's really cool. I love that feature. So, in terms of portability, arms can move pretty well, but due to the clothes being, actual clothes and not like plastic clothes or anything like that, It does restrict the movement of him a little bit, so we can't really go over his degrees, but that's okay, really. It's more realistic, I must say. And like I said, I do love how his hands, of course, are doing the Spider-Man web shooting pause, which is really cool. I do love that feature about it. Did a really great job with that. So, and head can also as well turn around too as well. It's not like a ball joint or anything like that. I think it's like, you know, stuck on and you can just turn around 360 degrees like this, really. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And legs can also move forward too, but due to, of course, the trousers, he's also wearing being actual trousers too as well. That can also restrict some of the movement, but nonetheless, it's very, very pausable. And feet can also move pretty well too. I like these trains he's got. Some of them are pretty cool. Yeah. And hand, I think, can also as well turn around to on a joint, which is pretty cool. And of course, can fold too, like real hands, which is really cool. So yeah, right there, of course, Stan's pretending to be Spider-Man. Then again, though, guys, I think it's true to say that Stan was definitely a real-life superhero. Absolutely, there's no denying that. Stan is an absolute legend. And I hope he's in a better place too. Rest in peace, Stan. So guys, this is me doing my unboxing of my figure of Stan Lee. So this is definitely a really great figure of Stan. I definitely really love getting this. It was definitely an amazing find. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to comment in the comments what you guys think this figure of Stan. If you have it, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. If you're thinking about getting it, I'd recommend it if you like Stan Lee. It's definitely a must-have figure in my opinion because, I mean, it's Stan Lee. What else do I need to say? Also, be sure to join the team, plan by pressing subscribe and to comment in the future. And
Excelsior!